When I first arrived in the US, I felt like I didn't belong. Everything was new, unfamiliar, and often intimidating. The language, the customs, even the way the people interacted with each other, it was all very different from what I knew back home. I was excited, yes, but also overwhelmed by the sheer magnitude of change. Resilience. That's what people say you need to make it. But how do you build resilience when you are so far away from home? When the familiar comforts of home are thousands of miles away and every day presents with a new challenge. Growing up, I always thought that resilience is something that you are born with, a character trait that gets passed down from your parents. I thought that you either have resilience or you don't, and if you don't, that's okay. It's not your fault, it's genetics. Now I know that it couldn't be further from the truth. Resilience isn't something that you are born with or something that you accidentally stumble upon. It's something you build brick by brick. It starts with a strong desire to quote unquote make it. It's when you dig your heels in and say, no, I won't give up. I either make something of myself or I die trying. Resilience is a wall built with your own blood, sweat, and tears. Every single brick on this wall is a small promise that you made yourself and that you actually kept. We think it doesn't matter when we break our own promises to ourselves. We think that no one noticed and that no one cares, but that could not be further from the truth. Every promise you keep is another brick in the wall. It's another baby step towards becoming the person that you are meant to be. I want to share with you a paragraph from my new book called The Immigrant Journey: How to Make the Most of Your Life in a New Country. One of the most beautiful things found in nature, in my opinion, is the pearl. Do you know how pearls are formed? A small grain of sand enters the oyster. The grain of sand becomes the irritant. The irritant, over time, becomes the treasure. There are many things that triggered me or made me feel uneasy when I first arrived in the United States. Some examples are the language barrier, the difference in how we measure things, how hard it was for me to make friends, and most importantly, how hard it was for me to control my anxiety. My inability to control my emotions was my biggest irritant. This inability to control my anxiety slowly turned into my biggest superpower. Over the years, I learned how to control my thoughts and my emotions when I feel triggered, how to take care of myself so that I don't get triggered, and how to manage my emotions as they come up. Nowadays, it takes a lot to get me triggered or anxious. I honestly believe that I can handle hardships better than most people. This is why I like to say that once you find your irritant, you will find your treasure. Find your irritant and you will find your resilience. Pay attention to what agitates you, and I promise you that if you work on addressing it and bettering yourself every day, the thing that once pulled you down will be the thing that sets you apart from the competition, only there won't be any competition because you will be so far ahead, it's not even funny. Resilience is a process, an ongoing journey. It's built through every challenge faced, every fear overcome, every new day embraced. As an immigrant, I've discovered a strength within myself that I never knew existed. And with each passing day, I continue to build, brick by brick, the resilient foundation of my new life. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.